Good morning, guys. What's gravy in the Navy? Today's video is definitely not a video you guys wanted because you guys are waiting on the F81 M3. But guys, I have so many other things going on and I'm not really having time to work on the F81 M3, and I'm super sorry for that. But this is going to be super sick just because it is also another wagon build, and I'm going to try and knock this out in this single video, pretty much just getting this thing fully restored. So for those of you guys who have not followed my previous wagon build, my E91 M3, I pretty much took me 2 years to build that, but I was literally my full-time job building that wagon. Long story short, that E91 M3, I was able to complete almost everything other than paint and the headliner. Finding a headliner that's OEM, it's been one heck of a journey, and I called a dealership, they don't actually have any of them either, so I couldn't find a headliner for God knows how long. There has been one on eBay since I've been looking 2.5 years ago, and long story short, they want like $4,000 shipped for it, so it's just not realistic, it's unattainable. So I got my whole headliner redone, and long story short, it started peeling. So we're back to square one. I put a great headliner back in the car, and I've been seeking for months/years to get a proper headliner. So what you guys see right before your eyes right here is an E91 328 M Sport. This thing is so stupidly rare. It took me literally 2 years to find one of these at auction, and I bought this one specifically for the black headliner. If I go ahead and open up the door real quick for you guys. First off, check out this beautiful interior. No airbags deployed. The headliner is in perfect shape. This is literally what I need for my wagon. And when I ended up picking up this car, it kind of hurt because this thing is pretty mint. I don't really want to dismantle it just for the sake of building my E91. It even comes with this piece, black trunk liner, all these black plastics which I need for my wagon build. So I pretty much been sitting on this car for the past week and thinking about what I should do. It has a trailer hitch, it has Bilstein coilovers, it has some pretty sick wheels, beautiful interior. It's oyster white, I believe, or oyster something, so it's super sick, and it is super rare. Has a shadow line trim, which my wagon does not have either, which I want to transfer to my wagon. Long story short, this thing starts up, runs and drives, zero issues. It's just the cosmetic damage. Let me go and show you guys what the damage is exactly and what my plans are for this thing.
Mentally feel like Kobe, I'm like Jokic with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me, I don't care if you're pushing 40. You can never little bro me. Euro step like Ginobili, from young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats, circle stronger than Cuban links.
So as you guys can see, this is not a car I really want to take apart. It looks super sick, and is this thing gonna focus or what? And because it took me so long to find one of these cars to make my E91 M3 an absolute perfect build, I decided I'm actually gonna be reviving this one as well. So all the parts I'm taking off this one to put on mine, I'm gonna pretty much use my parts. So like for example, my shadow line trim, it's like half matte, half gloss. I'm gonna wrap the matte portions of it, throw it on this wagon. My headliner, which is black, I'm gonna use fabric spray paint, whatever, to take it off my car, spray paint it, and throw it on this wagon, and just put all the OEM parts in my wagon. And I'll disclose everything that I'm pretty much putting back on this wagon, but at least restoring it and making it still an actual M Sport wagon back on the road, which would be pretty sick. So we ended up picking up a E90 Space Gray to actually fix our wagon. So we honestly have a problem here. We bought the E91 to fix our E91 M3, and we bought this E90 to fix our E91 because our E91 was too nice to take apart and not revive it. But now we got this E90, and long story short, this thing runs and drives. It came with, it was listed as mechanical damage, but it came with just a check engine light. It was a donated vehicle and has an evap leak, so it's a perfectly good car. Now, I wasn't gonna part this out. I was literally just gonna go ahead and set it on the market and get another Space Gray. But the crazy thing is, we had a customer same day show up, and he was like, "Hey, I need the 2 doors and the side skirt. I actually need the hood, the fender, and the driver's door." And a buddy of mine that works here needs a fender, a front bumper, rear bumper, and I believe the rear door. So the only thing that's gonna be left on this car is the trunk. So I figured, guys, we got this for so cheap, we're just gonna go ahead and part it out. We're gonna also have the drivetrain here, now you got parts for anyone that needs a N52. So this car is just an automatic win, and it's gonna be helping save our E91 that's saving our E91. So anyways, without further ado, let's just go ahead and start restoring this wagon. I think it's gonna be a super quick rebuild. Alright guys, so we got the space gray hood on there, and my god, it looks so good. I'm super happy we have paint match panels here in-house right now, so I don't have to take this anywhere after throwing on the panels. The gaps came out really, really, really good, so I'm super happy with that. Now this fender obviously has some damage, and it's hitting there. This also has some damage. This will have to get fixed at a body shop before I replace my windshield. But in the meantime, I do have a fender, I do have a door, I do have a mirror. I don't have that rear door yet, but let's knock out those things real quick. Check that out, guys. The car actually has some performance spacers on there. Not that it makes any performance, but it's KSP performance. And then the Bilstein coilovers, which looks so good. I'm super happy these came with these. These things are an arm and a leg. So the fact that it came on this car is super sick. And the fact that we're actually restoring this car is also super sick. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and disconnect this fender from all points and get this bad boy off. And just like that, guys, check it out. It looks so much better. We got the new hood on there, the new fender on there, and it's honestly looking so much better. This little damage here, honestly, I don't even mind rocking it for a little bit. It's not that big of a deal. We'll definitely pass the inspections with that. The windshield, unfortunately, will not pass the inspections with that, but thankfully it is divided by this piece right here, so this shouldn't really affect this. So you might end up replacing this. We'll see, just because if I end up getting this thing done, I have to take it to a body shop. It's going to sit there for another week or two, rather than having, you know, just a random company come out, replace this windshield, get it registered and on the road. Also, this door needs to get replaced next because I need this mirror. I have not been able to drive a car. I don't know, some people actually remove their mirrors and drive with no doors on social media. I don't know how you do it. I start having some severe anxiety if I can't drive a car without a mirror. So let's go ahead and swap out this door, pretty much replace all of this stuff, transfer over the Shadowline trim. And unfortunately, I think we have to also transfer the door panel, the Harman Kardon speaker. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I think the other door that we have is also non-comfort access, so that does work out for us. You guys can see right here, this is the bad fender, absolutely damaged, and the hood. So thankfully, getting rid of both of those. That is a completely new car right now, in my opinion. It looks so good. Like I said, guys, it took me almost 2 years to find a car like this. And sorry for the lighting, it's been super terrible, but it looks fantastic, so super happy about that. Let's go ahead and get this door off. Let's get the door panel off, get the speakers off, swap out the door, and complete this car. So guys, a few days later, the Wagon is back, and I'm going to throw in a clip right now of how the car looked with the windshield cracked. So that was one of the last things I needed to get done to get this thing past inspections. Doesn't have any lights on the dashboard, surprisingly, and it runs and drives like a dream straight out of the auction. So the damage was purely cosmetic, which is kind of rare, and especially considering for such a rare car. So anyways, so let's just go ahead and take it to get all the inspections done. If it passes all the inspections, this car is definitely going back on the road. Hopefully there's gonna be no hidden things if they get the car up in the air, because the whole new safety inspection, if you see any hidden frame damage or anything like that, then unfortunately, even though we did some of the repairs on this car, we're gonna have to go a different direction with it. Regardless, I'm taking the headliner out of this car for my build, but ultimately I want to get this thing back on the road because it's such a rare wagon. Factory M Sport with oyster white interior is super sick. So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead, head down, drop this car off, and get these inspections done. Sheesh, this thing looks good. Guys, this thing looks good. Oh, I low-key want to daily drive this thing or throw an M54 in it. It just looks super nice for what it is. But end of the day, you know, I have an E91 M3. I need to start dailying that. I need to start filming some content with that. And having this is just an excuse again, like that Tesla, to not drive the E91 M3. So let's go ahead and get this over to the shop. Talk about driving too. This thing has zero alignment issues. It drives straight. Feels like a clean title. It's crazy. I mean, if you guys honestly think about it too, like this car, the damage that it got was from something falling on it. It didn't actually hit anything. None of the suspension components were even touched. So technically it's gonna run and drive like a clean title. The damage is purely cosmetic. So that's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. It's definitely gonna be a bonus when we want to end up selling this car. Yeah, we are here. We just arrived. Let's go ahead, pull this car in, get it dropped off, and I guess we'll wait for a phone call to say whether we're good or we're bad. So unfortunately, guys, I did not go according to plan. I'm literally driving back already. They are so busy, so I guess we're gonna be tackling this tomorrow. I'm still gonna call this a 2-day project because it's not because of me that we couldn't get the inspection done. They're just so busy. So I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Shout out to my boy Arlan. He actually has some shadow line mirrors laying at his place. So yeah, this is a good mirror right there. He actually has 2 of them. So we're gonna try to see which one has all the options that my car has. So we have 2 chances, and it's only gonna run me 40 bucks. So shout out to the boy. So anyways, let's go ahead and just slap on one of these. 3, 2, 1. Sheesh! Got the mirror shadow line. Got the mirror shadow line. Check that out, guys. Looks so much better with the gloss. Super happy about that. Actually, my boy decided not to charge me on it. Shout out to my boy Arlan for hooking it up. So this car is finally sitting pretty. Brand new windshield. Technically, guys, this car's done. So it just needs the inspection. I'm actually gonna clean that off real quick. Let's go ahead and take care of that. Gotta love the power of editing, guys. Sheesh. Oh, buddy. All right, now I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. Another day, another inspection. Alright guys, day 2 just arrived. Hopefully they'll take in the car today. It is early morning, so they should. Alright guys, car is officially dropped off. This morning has been super packed for them, so it's going to be a few hours before we actually get some results. But yeah, we're dropping off for smog and a safety inspection. I see no reason why you should fail. It's actually one of the cleanest cars I've ever had rebuilt and literally the shortest time frame ever. But I guess we'll find out. I'm going to wait for my boy Arlan to pick me up, take us back to the shop, and just, I guess we'll wait it out. Recycle Road. Alright guys, and there's my ride. Sheesh! In the X5. So guys, we are back. I was actually gonna start packing up some of these orders right here, but we got the car back, and unfortunately, it did not pass safety inspection for one stupid thing. Unfortunately, it has a recall. So nowadays, to actually pass safety inspection, you need to do the recall as well. So there's nothing actually wrong with the car, but we need to do the recall in order for it to get the final paper. So we went ahead and booked an appointment tomorrow at BMW, so take this thing there, get that thing sorted, and hopefully this car will be ready to go. So I'll catch you guys, I guess, tomorrow morning at Nilo BMW. And guys, just made it to Nilo BMW, dropping this thing off to get the recalls done. It's really annoying that you have to actually drop this thing off from now on to get the stupid recalls done in order to pass inspection. But I guess it's a good thing because it needs to get done anyways. So I'll check back with you guys once this thing is checked in, but I'll keep y'all posted. So I just got out, we set up the recall appointment, all that good stuff. What's crazy is one of them came up to me, one of the service advisors, like, hey, we just saw a Wagon last week. The guy paid $17,000 for it, and that was a steal of a deal. They're really hard to come by, and even the dealerships don't really see Wagons that often. So it's kind of crazy that I have an M Sport, factory M Sport Wagon, and we got it for such a good deal in my opinion. I'll tell you guys pretty much my goals for that. I might as well tell you guys my goals for it right now because I'm waiting for my my ride to pick me up. But basically, I really want to just take the headliner out of the car, and I want to take out the shadow line trim, put it on my wagon, so I have the OEM parts to fully complete the build since everything else is OEM. That's the only things I'm missing, and you have to get a factory M Sport wagon to get those parts, or find a wrecked one with someone dismantling it. But good luck, because I don't think anybody's dismantling a car like that unless it gets hit by a semi truck, which most of those parts will be get anyways. So that being said, I'm gonna probably take off all the parts that I need and then try to restore parts and put it back on this car. And this car probably gonna be sold. So if any of you guys are interested in an M Sport wagon that's gonna have a sprayed in black headliner and probably wrapped window trim, or just the non-shadow line but black window trim, let me know, because I potentially will be selling it. It's a 6 spec, but end of the day, I have an E91 M3, and I feel like I should be driving that more than this one in particular. At this point, guys, we just need to head to the shop. So guys, it's been a few more days later, and I'm not gonna lie, the registration process on this car is taking the longest. Not repairing it was super quick. we got a new windshield on this car. We got all the panels on the car. The car runs and drives. It actually passed smog the other day, but the safety inspection will not pass until the recall is cleared. We got the recall appointment. We did the recall, and then it still needs to clear the system on the Carfax or whatever, and then clear the DMV website. You can't just have a paper showing you did the recalls. They need to actually be in the system. So long story short, it's been now 3 days. It's still not in the system. So I have to literally wait for the stupid recalls to be done. I know it's a good thing when you sell a car for all the recalls to be done, but they're really pushing it down your throat just to be able to drive the car and register the car, so it's kind of annoying. But yeah, guys, I have a feeling that as soon as the recall is clear, this thing's going to pass, going to have no problems, and I cannot wait to start taking it apart and getting my beautiful parts for my E91 M3. For those of you guys who do not follow me on Instagram, the CS seats that were in my E91 M3, I ended up selling them mainly because I want to just go an OEM Plus build on that E91 M3 since we're going to be doing an OEM Plus build on this. I don't want to have F80 seats in my E91, so when I jump in both cars, the seats feel the same. I want to feel an E9X chassis when I jump in the E91 M3, and I want to feel an F8X chassis. So I went ahead and finally sourced a car. It's actually from one of you guys that has the dashboard, the center console, and two front E9X M3 seats, and the center console and the dashboard are extended leather, which is stupid rare to find. So I'm super excited about it. I don't even think some of you guys even know there's extended leather dashboards for E9X cars, and I finally found one. And again, I found two seats. Passenger side is damaged, but we'll get that sorted. At least the driver's side's good, so I can start driving the car more. So anyways, guys, it's pretty much gonna have to conclude this video on this wagon and the plans and goals for this wagon. It is such a sick car. I honestly wish I could keep it, but the reality is I have an E91 M3 and I'm building an F81 M3, and I just will not have the space for such a sick car. It's just another wagon. And even though it is unique, it is rare, the E91 M3 is more rare, and I prefer just to have that in my garage and having, you know, two wagons, the same chassis, if that makes any sense. So anyways, future videos to come on the E91 M3. I literally am going to be starting to daily drive that car. This Tesla did its work for the past year, getting me starting up the business, all that good stuff, but I am getting low-key depressed driving that thing. So I cannot wait to start driving the E91 M3 every single day, start filming some reels and some videos and some upgrades, and just making that thing super sick. And the goal for this year, as you guys see at the end of each one of my videos, one of the goals for this year is to get that car painted. So I'm hoping it'll be painted by the end of this year. But anyways, that's gonna have to conclude the video. I love y'all so much. Remember to stay humble. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.
Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better.